I'm Damien Farrow, Head of Football Innovation at the AFL. The development of the smart ball can be broken down into two parts. Firstly, getting the ball right and ensuring it was accurate, and then being able to develop a system customised to our game. In December 2022, the first Sherrin Smart Ball was created, taking what Sportable had developed for rugby union and adapting it for the AFL.
The initial design wasn't actually designed for an AFL football. The concept was great, but it didn't quite fit. The finished ball is the same weight as a match ball. It has a smart ball chip in it and it has a counterweight, so is that the ball's balanced properly, so when it's kicked it will rotate properly. I'm very proud actually. I'm waiting to see the result on the big screen, as you might say, where it actually comes to work in an AFL game.
Some of the challenges we've had working with the Sherrin balls is, given it is leather, it's a natural product. We had to weigh a lot of panels, make sure we're using the right weights, and then when we put it all together at the end, making sure we're still within that weight range that Sherrin is known to have. We wanted to look like a ball, smell like a ball, and fly like a ball, most importantly, so we're happy with where it's at.
Once we had a ball we were happy with, we gave it to the umpires for further testing of the performance. Next, we took the ball into the lab and we used a robotic kicking leg to actually measure the distance the smart ball went compared to a regular Sherrin to make sure that the two balls behaved the same way. In the 2024 pre-season, we blind tested AFL players, giving them the smart ball. They didn't think there was any difference with a regular ball. While we were doing field testing of the ball, we also gave the ball to the Victoria University biomechanics team, and they scrutinised the accuracy of the system that tracks the ball.
A lot of work has gone into this. It's been a journey of many years. We started off in rugby union. We took 4 years to get it right. The smart rugby ball now has accumulated hundreds of thousands of kicks. So we've taken that expertise that we've developed in rugby union and we're now applying it to AFL to try and solve some of the problems that the sport has. Things like line calls, goal or behind. These are the things that we want to try and officiate in real time and keep the game fast and running smoothly as everyone wants.
Peter's tracking the ball with the instrumentation that he's got, and we're tracking the ball using a system called Vicon. Vicon's the gold standard for 3D motion capture in biomechanics worldwide. We do this work with FIFA as well.
The smart ball streams its position, its rotation, its acceleration in real time to a server that we have in the venue. That information is turned into insights instantly through machine learning classification algorithms. As soon as someone kicks the ball, we'll tell you exactly how far it's gone. So it will be instantaneous. The first test is to determine what the accuracy of the tracking is over an area. Then the test we did after that was to get Wade, the professional kicker out here, to put the ball through its paces by doing a variety of kicks to see how well we are able to make the line calls.
Once we've analysed the data and compared it, we'll provide a report to the AFL and they will consider it as to whether the level of precision is what they need. To get something like this will be fantastic.
We also took the ball into the field to do further testing to ensure that it was validated in a field setting, so we used Marvel Stadium for that purpose. Both the ball and the tracking system that measures the accuracy passed all tests that we put in front of them. Next, we needed to take the data from the ball and visualise it with the Intaneous system. So the smart ball went into trial games within the VFL and VFLW over the 2024 season.
The ball tracking technology has been used in lots of other sports, but of course, Aussie rules is a different kettle of fish. Bigger field, there's more players, it's more chaotic. So this is really putting the system through its paces. The Sportable operators have set up the tracking system around the field. We are gathering all the events in the game, so the handballs and the kicks, instances where the ball crossed the goal line or it's a behind, and instances where the ball has been touched in flight. Gathering this data is really important for us because it helps us to really fine-tune the algorithms in a real-world setting.
This is our 5th trial game of a series of maybe 30 trial games that we'll be doing over the next couple of months. We're taking the Sportable data as it's being fed to us and showing where the ball is, the flights of kicks. But the most important thing that we're doing is visualising when it goes through the goal plane, so the goal posts or the behind posts. We're showing that in a virtual world. We create a replica of the field and the goals and the ball. We use a very powerful graphics engine that's traditionally used for AAA game making. It's all compact down into the size of a single laptop. Put it down and it's ready to go.
The first application we see for the Smart Ball is as a covert score assistance function, which we will introduce in the NAB AFLW season. This works very similar to what happens in the Toyota AFL Premiership season in terms of a silent score review. In essence, if there's an error made with a goal scoring situation, we have the capacity to overturn that decision through the Smart Ball information and ensure we get the right result for the game. Only in the case of an error will the score assist official intervene. They'll do so by communicating with the on-field umpires, who will then alter their decision accordingly.
So we're at Kinetic Stadium today for a VFL game where we're getting an opportunity to test our score assist solution. We've got 8 stations set up for all of our operators and they're testing it with a real game. So we have the broadcast feeds coming in, we have the data from the Smart Ball, and the moment that that ball crosses the line, we have an outcome, and the AFLW official who is sitting there next to our operator, they can decide, is there any disparity? Is there anything I want to check out? They can look at replays. Our operator will show them the data in detail. They'll come back onto the comms to the goal umpire. This is score assist. We have a different outcome. Here is what it is. We've been working with AFL for some time now to come up with this system, and we have very steadily come to a fantastic, really efficient, really clever system that is just so helpful. And AFLW doesn't have any system at all for reviewing, so we think this is really going to make a big difference to the game and just make it better for everybody.
Over the last few months, we've scoped and tested at each AFLW venue, and now we're confident of deploying the technology into the upcoming NAB AFLW season. Can't wait.